Hey, viewers!
3B Words, One Pod.
Starring Suze, Ava, and Audrey.
I'm Audrey.
I'm Sue.
And I'm Ava.
And we're the 3B Words.
Welcome back to another episode of 3B Words, One Pod. We're so excited. And guess what? We are long distance best friends. And now our episode is now a long distance episode because we're on Zoom or Riverside, you may ask.
Yeah.
So, but we're still pushing out the episodes for y'all. We won't
We're
give
making
up.
it
Don't get
happen.
you wrong.
Yep. You like our new microphones too?
Yes, we all got the same microphones. But, as we're approaching spring, Easter, all this fun stuff, spring break is around us. We're in the middle of spring break season, and we are in our first year post-grad, and we're reminiscing on our spring break times. And I think this episode we have to talk about our funny spring break stories.
I really never realized, having a full-time job, you do not get a spring break.
No.
I did not realize that senior year. I was like, okay, spring break, let's go. I did not realize, that would be my last spring break ever. I'm kind of sad about it. And, I didn't even know it was spring break until I saw everyone posting about spring break. And I was like, pause. Oh my God, I'm literally at work and everyone's on spring break having so much fun. I got major FOMO.
Yeah,
So.
they're day drinking out on the beach, partying, margarita, pina colada, whatever you're drinking on hand. And I'm clocking into my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I'm running payroll deals. What?
Yeah.
That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow, next year, I'm gonna remember okay, spring break. I'm getting myself a spring break next year. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I was
we need
so sad. I was like, wow, we need to have a spring break, guys.
And the worst part is we're all in Florida, and I literally was working in Miami for an event during Miami Music Week, and I couldn't even participate.
Yeah, so
I
sad.
know. I kind of wanted to go to Miami Music Week. I
know,
did.
everyone was there, and I was like, wait, why did I not know that was a thing, guys? Why was this not sent in our group chat? We'd be sending each other concerts and be like, guys, we need to go to this, we need to go to this, we need to go to this. I never saw Miami Music Week get promoted.
No, but we'll be at Tame Impala. Trust. Don't worry.
Yes, I'm so
Trust.
excited.
Cuddy, trust. We're there.
Thank you, Cuddy.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I think that spring break, I look at all, I'm getting all of, my spring break memories and, all the fun stuff that we had. And I was like, you know what? The lore goes so deep. Spring break lore in college is just, it's unreal. And now we're bringing the lore to you guys, which is, I think, also, I'm realizing I'm looking at the damn corner the whole time. Oh my God. But
I feel your pain.
Okay, I'm being really bad about it, but I need I'm locking in now. Okay. So we're bringing all of the good spring break lore to you guys, and I want to hear some story times. I want to reminisce. I want to remember the fun spring break because now that I'm a full-time sales rep, it doesn't happen. We don't spring break anymore.
No. So sad. And yeah, what better time to be telling all of our fun spring break stories? Because we got stories. And when it's spring break, they're a little extra crazy. So what better time than during spring break time we can reminisce?
So since we're talking about spring break and there's 4 years of college, we did meet each other. Well, we became best friends our sophomore year. And as a freshman, I feel like freshman year you don't really go on crazy spring break trips. You kind of just hanging out with your family. And then so sophomore year rolls around, spring break is coming up. And I was too scared to go out in my hometown. So I went and did a little trip with my family while these two girls went out on the town in my hometown. Yes, went crazy in my hometown without me, but it's okay. And they're going to tell you a little bit about their experiences, their first official spring break.
We live to tell the tale. We live
And
to tell
can you
the
guys
tale.
guess where we were? Fort Lauderdale! I feel like it's the capital of spring break. Fort Lauderdale is the capital of spring break. We had to. Everyone we knew was going. We're like, we gotta go.
We went.
And we had a time. We had a time.
So, as everyone knows, Fort Lauderdale is the place to be during spring break. I mean, if you're out of state, you're in Fort Lauderdale. If you're in state, you're in Fort Lauderdale. If you're not from anywhere near here, you're in Fort Lauderdale. Everyone goes to Rock Bar in Fort Lauderdale.
The line was wrapped around the building. It was so long.
Wrapped around. And there are some great stories. I definitely enjoyed my time at Rock Bar specifically, but we had a time and we missed Susie dramatically when we were
Yes.
there, and we drank enough for her to technically be there because we
Yeah.
were
Yeah, basically.
we were drinking for 3, that's for sure. So let's start bare bones, bare minimum. I'm gonna set the tone that Audrey and I were there with her big from our sorority, Lexi, and then Susie's big, Megan. So setting the tone, we're in a little bit of a sorority group, and Audrey and
Yeah.
I, game plan of spring break is we're living off of granola bars and alcohol. That's it. That's all
Yeah.
we're gonna do.
We
That's what
literally
we're
did
gonna
not
do.
I forgot about that. We had yeah, granola bar for breakfast, dino nuggets for lunch, if we even were there for lunch. Like, dino nug okay, we would go out during the day, come back, dino nuggets, and then get ready, and then go back out. So, literally drinking, like, the entire day. Also, our pregame was, like, vodka and coffee cups, like, straight like, looking back, I'm like, "How did we do that?" Like, genuinely, like, what? We would be, like, rattling bogging, like, before we go out, pre-gaming, like,
Shotgun,
we went
whatever the case
hard.
may be. We did go hard. But we started off, yeah, we had granola bars and dino nuggets in a dream. Like, that was what it was. Like, we were locked in for the spring break. So some of us had identification that was similar to us, not saying who, but some of us did. And some of us had identification that maybe wasn't very close to who we were. And we ran into
What
a
did
little bit
that?
of problems, little problem walking into the bar. So we haven't even made it into spring break yet. And my dear friend Audrey had a time. So Audrey, take it
Dude,
away.
like
This is honestly an iconic story. It's
dude,
iconic.
that might have been, like, still to this day, like, one of the scariest, like, interactions I've ever, like, faced in my life. Like, I was little sophomore year me, what, I'm like are we 19? Are we 20? 19?
20.
20. 20. Okay, still 20. Like, I'm 20, like, I'm a baby. Um And so we're okay, it's UCF night at Rock Bar. We're like, "It's UCF night,"
We got
we're literally
tickets.
UCF students, like, "Let's go." Like, we paid for UCF night tickets to get in. Like, this was not free. The line wrapped around the building. I guess we had to have saw someone we knew because I don't remember waiting in the super long line. Like, I don't remember the line taking that long. Think we, like, cut with people we knew, and everyone's getting in fine with their IDs. Everyone's, like mind you, like, literally, I don't think we were with anyone that was 21. Were we?
No, no one's
I don't think
21 in Fort Lauderdale
unless
spring
Megan
break.
might have been 21.
Yeah,
Megan probably was
maybe.
21. Lexi, I don't think was if Ava wasn't. But
Mm-mm.
basically, everyone's ID I'm last in line. Everyone's getting in, whatever. And I'm already nervous. I'm like, like, it's not my face. Like, I'm already scared. Like, and this security guard, mind you, okay, so everyone gets in. I'm next. She pauses before I give her my ID and literally yells at some kid in line and is like screaming at him to stop. He's probably doing something dumb, whatever. And then it's a girl security guard. I'm like, okay, like a girl, like she can't be that scary. Scariest security guard I've ever seen in my life. Like she was huge, like literally could literally bend me in half. Like she was terrifying and she was a girl. Like I'm like, that is the scariest security guard I've ever seen. And it was a girl. Honestly, period though. But terrifying. And she was screaming at this man. I'm like, oh my God, like she was scary. And so I literally I'm low key like shaking, like I hand her my ID. She goes, pulls the flashlight out. As soon as she pulls the flashlight out, I'm like, I'm done. Like she looked at it way too long, like I'm done. She's like and literally screams at me, "This is not you!" And I literally am like, my heart literally sinks to my literal coochie. Like I literally felt my heart literally drop so hard. I look at her and I'm like, Loki starts tearing up. I'm like, yeah, it's not me, it's not me. Because I'm like, there's no way I can look at this lady in the face and be like, yeah, that's me, twin. Like, no, like I was so scared. I was like, yeah, it's not me. And she looks at me, she's like, you know what? Because you're honest, I'll let you in. And she's like, I have all these people all night trying to convince me that this person is them when it's not. And I was like, wait, Queen, like, literally had the best night ever. I'm like, thank God that girl let me in because I would have missed out on such a fun night. I was like, oh my God, like, it was amazing. But it was a horrifying experience.
Honesty is the best policy. Audrey
Yes,
learned it
honesty
that
is the
night.
best policy.
She learned it
I'm
that
a
night.
woman of my word. I don't lie. I hate liars.
Exactly. So Audrey locked in. She actually ended up we all had a great night. It was UCF night. If you know, you know, like they do specialty nights per college. So we just had a time because it was like everyone from our school was there. But
Mhm.
let's rewind slightly. Our first night in Fort Lauderdale, we went to downtown Fort Lauderdale. Audrey, do you remember what bar we went to? I don't even remember.
First night, it starts with an S. Sway? Sway.
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 Slay.
And I remember that because I literally, like, got flashbacks on my Snapchat, like, the other day, and literally, like, the first drink that I got at the bar, spilled it all over myself. Literally, and my
Yes.
shirt was, like, was soaking wet. You could, like, see that my shirt was wet,
We'll
like, and
insert a
I was like, "Are
photo.
you kidding me?" Yeah, I'll
There,
insert a
we
picture.
definitely have a photo of that.
Yeah.
So we ended up at Sway. Sway is the well-known underage kind of club. Like that's where all the high schoolers go out in Fort Lauderdale, according to Suze. And I
And
think
we were,
you've
like,
been
the
there when you
first
were young.
people to get in
Suze?
that bar. We
Oh
were, like,
yeah.
the first people in that bar.
Yep.
Like, we had the VIP tickets, we had everything, like, we were
Yep.
prepared.
Yeah, we pulled up. We were first people to walk into Sway. We opened it up and we did not close it down because we actually side quested all the way to the Guitar Hotel. And when I tell you guys in the lightest of terms, Audrey and I had no business being in that
Okay,
hotel.
first of all, it's like to actually set the tone. It is not very close to the beach.
Like,
Well,
what?
we ran into a friend from UCF, and it was a group of friends, and they were like, "Hey, we're getting an Uber back to our hotel. You can Uber from there." And we're like, again, we're not
Yeah, they're
from
like,
Fort
"You guys should
Lauderdale,
come with us." Like, it's the Rock Bar Hotel, not Rock Bar,
the Hard Rock Hotel.
the Hard Rock Hotel. And they're like, "You guys should come, like, it's fun." And we're, like, so drunk, like, "Okay.
Yeah, let's go. We're
Okay,
not from Fort
yeah."
Lauderdale.
I
So
didn't know they
we
were gonna
pulled
get
up
what we were getting.
to the Guitar Hotel, and we're like, "Wait a minute. We're way too far from where we're supposed to be. Absolutely
Yeah, we
not."
did not know it was that far.
No. Okay, I keep thumbsing up on accident. But we end up at the Hard Rock Hotel, which ended up being fine, but Audrey and I did do, like, a little, like, side quest tour around the Hard Rock. Again, it's a nice hotel, it's a casino hotel, obviously, you guys know guitar, so everyone's, like, slot machines, blackjack, like, they're on the tables, they're doing everything. Audrey and I are blitzed.
Like, we were visibly drunk,
Like,
like, vis
blitzed, like, bad, and we were way out of our minds, like, it was definitely bedtime, time to go home, and we toured Rock Bar. We were locked in.
literally
We
ran
had a
around the
great
place.
time. Not Rock Bar, Hard Rock. Oh my
Hard
gosh,
Rock,
now I'm
yeah.
confused. But that was kind of a side quest story. Nothing really, like, impactful happened that night, but it was funny. I can only
We
imagine
have so many funny videos from just the hotel, I feel like.
just the hotel. I
It
mean,
was
me
just
as a
we were just being drunk and stupid, like, it was so funny.
I mean, if I was a sober bystander now at my age sitting on a slot machine and I like turn over and I saw Audrey and I in that state, I would have died because it was just so obvious. Like we were young
And
and like drunk and it was so obvious.
and that was when, like, leather pants and, like, a corset top was, like, what
Yeah.
you wore when you went out. We're in our, like,
Yeah.
leather addicted pants with a corset, like, oh my god, everyone was staring at us, like, it was, like, but we did not care, we thought it was so funny. Looking back, I'm like, "That's low-key kind of embarrassing," but it's a funny story. It's funny to look back
It was
on.
funny. And I mean, that was the majority of Fort Lauderdale spring break. As you guys know, it's a lot of just partying, having a time. Like, that's what college spring break is. Rock Bar. I mean, Audrey and I went to Rock Bar probably 50 times.
Probably
Like, I
literally every single
swear.
day,
Every single day. It
multiple
was like,
times in a day.
and those like mega margarita, like that
The
was what it
margaritas
was.
were literally, like, huge, like,
Yep.
one margarita was, like, fat, so
Yep. So
extremely
that was
faded.
a sign of the times. That was a great time. And then Suze was like side questing around the entire state of Florida, watching these like psychotic videos get uploaded.
I was getting so much FOMO, don't get
And
me
the fact
wrong.
that we were in Susie's hometown
Literally.
and Susie wasn't there, it was like, "This is
Literally.
crazy." Like,
I
what?
was too scared to go out, so I was like, "Okay, I'll just go with my family."
Yeah, Suze had like a nice wholesome like sweet spring break. Like it was cute. You had like all the cute photos. Ranger was on the boat. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
basically my family did like a whole trip on the boat throughout the state of Florida, so it was like crazy. I was fighting for my life on the seas while they were fighting for their life elsewhere.
So we had so much fun in Fort Lauderdale on sophomore year that when we turned 21, we had to run it in a trio and hit Fort
Yeah,
Lauderdale again. Now
we
we
had
were
to
a
go
little bit
back.
more we had to go back. We were a little bit more wholesome. We did hit like the Keys and everything, but let me tell you, we had one day in Fort Lauderdale. It was dead because the spring breakers were not there because UCF had a weird spring break. And
We had,
we
like, a late
decided
spring break, right? It was
Yeah,
late.
it
a
It
was
was,
really
like,
weird.
late
later than
one.
everyone else's. So spring break was, like, over whenever we got our spring break.
Yep, we had a super late spring break. So we decided that we were gonna tour Fort Lauderdale 24 hours And let's just say we made the most of it once again. We did it again.
Yep,
And we had Susie with us this time, so it added to the
it
chaoticness.
did.
Alright, so let's start right where it all began is Senior Frog.
I, like, can't really put much input into this story because I don't remember anything, like
Well, there's a reason why, and we'll get to that.
oh god.
So Susie, take it away, Senior Frogs. We sat down, we got the little sign cartoons, we'll upload a photo.
I do
Well, I
remember
just
this part,
remember,
yeah.
like, us being so broke, we couldn't really do any trips because we didn't
Yep,
wanna pay for it,
yep,
and
yep.
so we were like, "Alright, what is accessible to us?" Which is, like, luckily, I live in Fort Lauderdale, so, like, we could do Fort Lauderdale, then we can go down to the Keys, super easy
And we
drive,
could
like
stay at Susie's house for both of them, didn't have to pay
yes,
for
we were
any
trying
extra.
to, like, just budget as much as we can, so we get to Senior Frogs, and we're like, "Alright, we're gonna share" didn't we share just, like, chips? Like, that's
I
we
just
didn't
remember
eat.
eating
Yeah.
chips, yeah. Like,
That's
we
all
split
I
We
have.
the
did
steak
not eat. We
in our
split
front.
these, like, chips and salsa, we all got yardsticks. Okay. Thinking I think if you were to ever go to Senior Frogs and you get a yardstick, definitely you
You don't
underestimate
need
how
more
much
than 1
you don't
yardstick,
need more than one. You underestimate how much alcohol is in there. So we're
especially
drinking
when you
them.
only eat chips.
Yeah, you shouldn't underestimate it. They're huge.
You should feel your body before you go out. And so we get there and it's like mid-afternoon, not even early afternoon.
Yeah.
We're 1 yardstick down and we're like, "All right, we're gonna walk around." We see a couple people from our school, but, like, at the end of the day, it's literally just us and, like, old people that are just, like, hanging around on a Monday, and we're just didn't we, like, walk around and then we went back to Senior
Yeah.
Frogs because Senior Frogs was the busiest of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, "We had 2 yardsticks." But I'm like,
So
"When did we
didn't
get
didn't a
there?"
guy buy us one to
Yes.
split?
But he, like it wasn't like
Oh,
there
I
was,
for
like we weren't, like, chirping some guy for him to get us a drink. He literally was like, "Let me get you guys a yardstick." And we were like, "Bet." And then he
Yeah.
goes "Let me also get you guys a photo with this python."
So, at Senior Frogs, they had, like, these, like, 3 different people, I think, had like, were just carrying, like, huge snakes. We'll insert picture and video. And we were like, "Oh my god," like and, like, we could see, like, people were getting to hold it and take a photo, and we're like, "Guys, like, we have to take a picture with the snake, like, we have to."
I'm
Like
mortified of
yeah,
snakes. I'm horrified of them.
but I'm drunk, so I'm like, "Guys, that'd be so cool, that'd be so funny, like, we have to do it." So I go up to the person or we go up to the people, we're like, "Can we hold the snake?" And they're like, "That'll be" how much was it? You
It
had
was
to pay to hold yeah,
$20.
and we're like, "Oh, never mind, like, we're not paying for a photo of a snake, like, okay, like, no." So then this guy, like, this random, like, older guy overhears this interaction, and he's like, "I'll pay for it, and you guys can hold it." And we're like, "Let's freaking go." Obviously, we're not gonna turn that down. So we got a great video. We'll insert it, obviously. We held the snake. Ava was terrified, but it was so funny. And he also got us free yardstick that we did not need. But obviously, we're gonna accept that. Like, come on.
So we had the yardstick. It was 1 yardstick split between the 3 of us, okay? Just everyone's probably like, "Okay, 1 yardstick and, like, a third of yardstick."
Can't be bad.
Nothing, right? Nothing. But we didn't stop drinking there. We walked
No.
our little butts over to the
We
corner.
carried our yardsticks too. I remember I was pouring a neutral into my yardstick and
Yeah,
just
we
drinking it out of
carried
the
them.
yardstick.
They're souvenirs. We walk our little butts over to the infamous elbow room. And if you were there that day, you could have looked on the elbow room live cam on YouTube and you would have saw that we were the only people there
There's
except
a
for
live cam on YouTube?
there's a live cam. You guys could look it
I'm
up after this.
mortified.
I did
Mortified.
not know that.
So good thing we don't know the date of that. But yes, there is a live cam.
funny.
And
Wait,
yes,
can we
we
go
were
back and look at the video?
I don't know. I don't know if they still have it, but
That'd be so
yes,
funny.
we were the only 3 girls in there, and yes, there was probably, like, 2 old men just sitting at the bar. And
That
we're
was
running around dancing. We're making a fool out of ourselves, and we also bought seltzers.
A bucket.
A bucket. Was it a bucket?
I swear it was a bucket. I swear.
My gosh. And so we hound those down, and we're like, "Let's go sit by the beach. Let's go sit by the beach while my sister comes to pick us up," right?
Let's sober up is what
So
we
let's sober
were
up because
thinking.
I'm like, my sister can't see us this drunk. Like, she can't, even though she can. I just was scared again, freshly 21. My sister picks us up, and we were all 3 thinking we're good. We're
yeah,
such
I was
great
like, "I'm
actresses.
fine."
We're good.
I mean, Susie and I were doing we were okay, like, we were
I
okay.
thought I was fine, and then the car started moving, and I was like, "Oh, not fine."
Well, the
I
problem
swear to
is
God, like, all my drunkenness hit me immediately when we got in the car. Like, I was perfectly fine. As soon as I get in the car started moving, and I was like, "This is gonna be bad." I remember I was like, "Susie, how long is the drive home?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm fucked."
well, and let's think about it like this too. Susie and I are usually the lightweight friends. Like, I would say arguably Susie and I can have about, like, 2 seltzers and we're, like, feeling good, and, like, we're mixing in water after probably 3 or 4. My girl Audrey be drinking, like, no problem. Like, Audrey could put it down no matter what, like,
Yeah.
heavyweight to the max. But this day, I don't know if it was the spring break Fort Lauderdale air or what, if Audrey was in her prime, she loves Lottie. The girl was hammered.
Dude, that might
Okay.
be the drunkest I've ever been. Like, so to this day, like, I think that was I was drunk, like, it was bad.
And it's funny because, like, Susie and I were probably super drunk too, but, like, Audrey was at a next level,
Yeah, like,
and I'm
it
gonna let
was
Susie give her point of view first because Susie's the one who sat in the car and, like, she locked the fuck in for her sister, like, it was serious.
dude,
I'm
I was
literally like
trying so hard to lock into, like
I'm literally having like full on conversation with my sister and I'm just talking out of my butt and I just hear in the back being like, I don't feel good. I was like, just throw up, like throw up in your cup. You're like, I don't want to throw up in my cup. My cup. I'm like, just take my cup. Just take my cup.
'cause I was like, I wanted to keep my cup, like, I was like, I didn't wanna ruin my cup.
And mind you, we're, like, all pretty drunk, but I have a toxic habit of when I'm drunk, I film every single thing in the world. So I'm, like, sitting here and I have, like, the funniest videos and I only, like, really in depth remember it because I have it all on film. But I'm, like, laying in the back seat with Audrey and all I am is, like, silent, like, you know that, like, silent hysterical laugh when you, like, can barely breathe? You're like, like, I'm laughing so hard in the video and I pan to Audrey and you can just tell, like, Audrey is
You
like
know I'm not there. I
she's
am not there.
she's, like, really fighting for her life, like, actually fighting for her life so bad, and the videos progress. I'm not gonna upload them because no one needs to see that in the world. We only get to see the funny
It's
videos.
so No, Ava, if you didn't have videos, like, I would not remember a single thing in that car. Like, when we get home from to Susie's house, don't remember a thing.
I remember all I hear is, like, Susie, like, having these, like, really intricate, like, good conversations with her sister, like, you can hear in the back of my videos, like, Susie's, like, sounds fine, like, you sound, like, slightly drunk, but you are having, like,
Yeah.
intellectual conversations, which is so funny because we were all pretty drunk and, like, Susie's, like, locked in, like, distracting her sister, like, "Oh, yeah, like, this, that, and that, and, that's why people feel that way," and, like, what like, honestly, in depth, like, it
It
was
was
a
the
good
perfect
It was
convo.
distraction.
deep. It was
The
deep.
perfect
It
distraction.
was deep. And Audrey is now holding let's say not even holding, she's
Gripping.
gripping her Susie's senior frog cup. And Audrey, you wanna do the honors of telling what happened?
So, okay, I remember, like, I was, like, so drunk to, like, the point where I could, like, not even really speak. Like, I was so drunk, I'm like, "I, like, can't move and I cannot speak because if I do, I will literally vomit." And, yeah, there was a point where I was like, "Dude, I can't hold it back." Like, it just take this cup, just let it literally I didn't no trig, nothing, like, it came out immediately, and then I would just, like my face is in, like, cause it's, like, a big opening, the cup. We'll insert a photo of the yardstick, you'll
Yeah,
understand. I'm
yeah.
throwing up in the yardstick, and, like, when I'm done throwing up, I, like, just take a whiff of, like, inside the yardstick, and I'm like, "Oh my god, ew," and it just makes me throw up even more. So I was just, like the cycle of, like, throwing up, smelling it, makes me throw up more, smell it again, and I throw up even more. It was bad, and, like, when you're throwing up, it's very hard to be quiet when you're throwing up, so I was, like, actively gagging, like, probably pretty loud, and Susie like, "Did your sister notice?" Like, I have no idea. Like, I was, like, trying to
I
be
think she
so
did.
nonchalant and discreet, like, I was trying to be so discreet throwing up in that cup. I was
I
trying to be
think
so
she did. I
quiet.
feel
It
like
was
I
so
remember her
hard.
telling me like a year later being like, "Oh, yeah, I know Audrey threw up in the back. What do you mean?"
I tried so hard, like, to be, like, so discreet about it.
I was laughing too, like, I was laughing at Audrey because I thought this was, like, the funniest thing that she's, like, throwing up in the yardstick, Susie's up front locking in, and I'm laughing so hard at her that she's, like, laughing with me, but, like, throwing up in the yardstick, so, like, in the video, Audrey's like
Like, I literally couldn't breathe because I was laughing and throwing up at the same time. It was so like, it was difficult.
It was so
Ugh.
funny, but that was honestly, like, the funniest part of the trip, and then we had, like, a
Yeah.
wholesome, cute little, like, Key West trip. It was so much
Yeah,
fun.
that was fun
Mhm.
too, yeah.
Yeah, and it was wholesome. It was cute. We tanned. We had
So I
time.
can't believe that was the only year we actually spent spring break, all
I
3 of us.
know, I
I
know.
know.
That's why I'm like, we need a spring break again. Like, it's been too long.
We need to travel somewhere, like, now that we have the money, we could go somewhere, like a
Yep. I
country
was
or
not
something.
prepared to, like, take off PTO for spring break, like, that didn't even cross my mind at all. I
Right.
literally forgot about spring break, and I was like, "Nah, that's not happening next year."
So I was thinking because I wanted to say this in the beginning of the podcast, but now is like honestly the perfect time is when we think about the parallels between spring break when we were in college versus now that we're post grad. I think that it's so different because no, we're not taking a week off of school to go spring break and party and whatever. But
Mhm.
we do have a ton of freedom now having actual jobs that we could actually be a little bit more intentional about like trips that we do, even though we're not taking a full week. We're like actually have the funds now to, like, go on weekend trips and, like, do fun things, right? So, like, we would go to Fort Lauderdale and find the cheapest drinks at Elbow Room and get a bucket, where now we're, like,
Mhm.
going out to nicer bars and, like, having a time on is it Las Olas, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a time on Las Olas, like, actually having, like, espresso martini and getting a good dinner, which we never got to do. So I think,
Mhm.
like, bummer of, like, missing school, having that fun week off of spring break, but I also love having the money to do, like, more mature fun things and more sporadically instead of, like, 1 week where we blow it all out, we get to actually do fun trips often.
That's so true. I did not think of it that way. That's
Right?
actually yeah, that's so true. It's true, that's why I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know it was spring break because 'cause I'm just, like, low-key having fun, like, all weekend. Like, literally in March, I realized I'm like, "Oh my god, like, I did not spend 1 weekend at home, like, doing nothing." And I'm like,
Really?
"That's why I'm so tired." But yeah, all the whole weekend of March, I, like, was doing something fun on the weekend. So maybe that was my spring break and I didn't notice.
And I definitely wanted to, like, pivot because I always like to have a little disclaimer because spring break is so fun and we say all these funny stories because we were super carefree and stuff like that. But like I think the big thing that I want to get across with this episode, and it's like a little sappy, I guess you can say, is just like you know, make sure when you're with your friends, you leave with your friends. Like you go to the bars with the people that you come with and you leave with the people you come with. It doesn't matter where you are. And every single year I feel like there seems to be somebody that unfortunately goes missing during spring break. And a lot of the times it's because they're going out with, a person that they met or they're going to the water and they're really really drunk and they shouldn't really be going near the water like that drunk or by themselves or just wandering off by themselves. And I think it's super important just to be there for your friends, be a good friend. And I know there's definitely been situations even like with us where we're like, I really like this guy, like I want to go home with him, like whatever. And a lot of times we're like, yeah, go girl. But like when you're especially in a different country where you don't know
Mhm.
anything. The only people that you know that are there are the people that you are there with, and every situation is different. Just please be so safe and really, really care for each other and care for yourself. And just remember, if you're in a foreign country, like maybe don't have as much drinks as you would normally have at your college bar. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there because I just wanted to remind everyone to be safe and
That's
Yes.
I love that, and I also feel
Yeah.
like like, honestly, never had a doubt in my mind, and I think all of us know, and anyone listening to this should know, when you go out to the bars with your friends, do you know for sure that they're gonna, like, leave without you, or are they gonna always stick around, make sure you have a safe place to go? Because I feel like all you through college, never doubted you guys for a second, and if
Yeah.
you guys did leave, I you guys knew I was with somebody that I was safe with, and
Yeah.
same, obviously, vice versa between all of us, and I think that's a great point to make because we do see every year, like, people if it's women and men, and, like, that's
Yep.
the scary part is, like, I know you think it's funny and, like, whatever, they're super drunk, it's fine, but, like, notice how all of these stories, when we're super drunk and having a time, carefree, we're always with each other. We were always
Yep.
with like, Audrey's walking through that Hard Rock Hotel with me.
Yep.
Like, Susie B and Audrey were all on the beach together. We were riding home together because we made
Yep.
sure of that, and I think that's a great
Yep.
point to make, Susie, yeah.
That is super important. Yeah, because like, we see all these stories. I feel like it's every year there's another story, and it's always a spring break trip. It's always, like, alcohol's involved, like and it's people die that way, and it's super sad. So it's always super important to just like, yeah, again, be with someone, be safe, and, like, understand your surroundings too, like, it's scary.
I agree.
I think before we get into the B word of the day, should we do the this or that game?
Yes, is my
Okay.
favorite.
Yes.
Ava, you started off.
Okay, so we're gonna ask this or that spring break edition just so you guys can understand us a little bit better and see if you disagree or agree with us and see if we
And
disagree.
you can answer your answers in the comments below if you want and play
Yes,
with us.
please. Okay, so first question, and honestly, a really good one. All-inclusive resort or an Airbnb villa with your friends, so everything's paid for, taken care of, or you got a little freedom, crazy, do whatever you want.
Ooh, I
Ooh,
think
that is
one.
hard. I
Okay,
think I
right.
think I was gonna pick the all-inclusive resort
Same,
too, but also I've never been
same.
to one, so, like, maybe,
No, it's worth it. I
but,
think
like,
it's
it
worth
looks
it.
So
so
worth
fun.
it.
Okay, beach club day party or sunset wine and charcuterie night? Ooh.
Ooh, that's
so
Because
hard.
I
hard.
am a sucker for a day drinking, but I do love wine and charcuterie.
I love a
Same.
charcuterie. I'm gonna say beach club day party because you can sunset wine charcuterie any night, but we do
Yeah.
live in Florida.
I was
Mhm.
just gonna say the same thing, totally agree. I think beach time day party because, like, it's spring break, like, that's so spring
Yeah.
breaky, like, yeah,
True.
wine night, charcuterie, like, you can do that any night with the girls. Okay,
Okay.
tropical vacay or cold ski trip?
I'm going tropical vacay every time.
I think so too.
Every time.
Every
Yep,
time.
but also I really I've never been skiing, I wanna go very
No,
bad,
I've never been. I really wanna go.
but, like,
We should go.
We should
we do
go.
we do,
We should go
like,
to
I wanna
Icarus
go,
Ski
but
this
also I'm
year.
too scared to ski, it looks hard. Like, I
Well, you do
It's
a
not
lesson.
hard.
Like, the
Yeah,
resort puts lessons on before you actually go.
okay.
it's not
I
as
don't know,
hard.
I've seen so many ski fail videos, like, I'm like, "Okay, that is literally gonna be me, and I do not want that to happen."
It's SPF all day or risk it for the tan. You guys know how I feel about this.
Like, your first coat of SPF, and then you don't put any more on after that.
I like that.
Yep.
A little
My
mix.
dermatologist would be really mad at me for agreeing with you, Susie.
Yep. Posting in real time or gatekeeping photo dump later.
Photo
Ooh.
dump.
Photo dump.
Gatekeeping photo dump, yeah,
Yep.
I cannot post right away.
100 pics for one post or one candid and done.
100 pics.
100 pics every time.
No
We
shot I
all
can do
are.
one and done. No
Yeah.
way.
Right. Poolside margaritas or espresso martinis at night. I'm going margarita.
Ooh, margarita.
For
Guys,
spring
I
break.
love espresso martinis, this is so hard.
Susie said, "Ooh, margarita."
Margarita. I
Can I
haven't
pick
been able
both?
to
I'm
drink
picking both.
one, so
I'm picking both. I can't
Okay,
decide.
that's fair.
It's too hard.
Boat day with a captain or a day on the beach?
boat day.
Boat day. And
But
the
yeah,
captain
boat
is
day.
Chuck. The captain is Chuck.
I was like, "Wait, who's Chuck?" Chuck Donaldson, shout out.
Hey, he is always the captain, though. We love it. Going out every night or one big night plus chill nights for the rest. If we're thinking spring
Guys,
break, every night.
going
It
out
has
every
to be
night,
every
like,
night.
what?
Waking up for sunrise or sleeping till brunch? Sleeping till brunch.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
And then we have group dinners out or cooking together at an Airbnb.
Group dinner's out.
Group dinner.
Group dinner.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
not
not
cooking.
cooking when I'm on break, like, it's a break, like, what?
Yeah. Oh, we all agreed on that. Okay.
Yeah,
Cute.
this is why we're just so compatible.
Duh. That's why we're 3B words.
The B word of the day. What is our B word of the day, Audrey?
Can I get a drum roll? Bikinis with spring break!
You know what one of my favorite bikini brands is? And not really many of you have probably heard of them because I don't know what it
Underground.
is. It's very new, but their quality is so good. And it's like the colors are just like, even they just are coming out with new colors and they're literally so cute. Like, I'm telling you. And they make they make your booty look really good. And that,
And the girl's good, honestly, like, I
yeah,
was
someone
like,
who
"Wait,
doesn't got
I
any
don't got
boobs,
much there."
Yeah,
But
we
you
all
didn't
own
know.
them.
we all own them. What is the name of that?
We all love them. And it's Ava Apparel.
Yes!
Owned by yours truly. Hard launch. Obviously, if you know me, you know I own a bikini brand. And thankfully, I have beautiful best friends that wear my bikini brand. So, yes. But, spring break's coming, summer's coming. And if you guys are wanting to feel your absolute best, I have beautiful bikinis. It's Ava Apparel on Instagram. You also can find it through my main Instagram. But we love them. My friends be wearing them all the
Yes.
time. And they look baddie in them. And I want you to look baddie in them too. So.
Let me tell you, I haven't even been out on the beach, in the pool. Like, I haven't done anything since it's gotten warmer down here. I'm so excited to wear my bikini this summer. Like, I'm
Yep.
so excited because I haven't
I'm so
even
excited for you too.
it's been a couple months.
It has. I know, because it's been cold here in Florida.
that was our little B word of the day, and that was our little spring break episode. I just wanted to shout us out. Go follow us on our Instagrams. Our Instagram is 3 B words, 1 pod, but then you also can find our own Instagrams in the little bio. We're
Yep.
also on Spotify and we're on YouTube. We post reels and TikToks, and everything is 3 B words, 1 pod where you can find it.
Yep.
And we're loving it, and we really appreciate you guys. And I love seeing like our little friends and our new friends that come and find us through the explore page. So please
Yes.
comment if you're here, if you lasted this long, comment on our Spotify, comment on our YouTube, because it brings our videos to more people, and it helps bring great girls, great B words to our page, because that's all we want to attract is the bees. And so, yeah, thanks so much for being so supportive. We really
Yeah,
love
boys
it.
can watch too. Like,
Yeah,
shout
the
out
bees
dad.
can be
Like,
for
my dad
boys.
is one of our biggest fans. Like, thank you, Dan. Shout out. Like,
Yes.
Yes,
he loved your
Camille.
shout out last episode. He told me about
Yes,
it. But
Danielle's be commenting, like,
yep.
we love it.
And yeah, and guys, we appreciate your comments so much. Like, seeing like
Yes.
people we don't know comment, like I'm like, oh, like that's so nice. Like, and if you're a hater, like if you want to leave a hate comment, bad publicity is still publicity. So
Also,
doesn't
reminder
phase us.
that sorry that we're doing something fun, and we do this for fun. That's the whole point of it, is that we enjoy talking to each other. And I honestly encourage everyone that has a long distance best friend to try something like this, because I think it's only made us closer after living together so closely and now moving across the entire state. Like, we're really lucky, and you know what? It's worth it to make some time for your besties. So,
Yes. And if you missed last episode, make sure you go back and watch. You don't want to miss out. We got some good sorority stories. So
bye,
Bye,
viewers.
viewers.